What up? I'm really tired of, I don't know, I just want to play games. I just want to play games. How difficult is it just to play a damn game? You know? No? Okay. I'm trying to see if we have drops enabled. We should have drops enabled. Enable drops. I swear there is a last epoch. And I think people could have earned it yesterday. I think people did earn it yesterday. I mean, I didn't like disable it. And you can earn something else today as well. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, look, it shows up. Get green dire guana by watching Microraptor games. The unfortunate thing is, I don't think I get it. I don't think I get these. I think I have to go home and like leave a stream open for an hour of last epoch. Oh well. Oh well. What up, guys? We live? We working? We working. Drops enabled. What were we doing? Where were we going? What is love? I don't need any of this. Holy shit, that's really good for leeching. Actually, oh, let me see something. That's really good for leeching. Like, it would absolutely lower my DPS. 424 to 279. I don't think it's worth it. Like, it's not bad. No, I'm gonna throw it in here a second. A little bit of latency on that one. Ruined era. Alright, we gotta go to Sheltered Wood, and then the surface. Alternate leveling path. We'll see how well the game runs today. We didn't have too much of a problem yesterday. I'm hoping we don't have too much of a problem today. However, it is Friday, and the weekend is going to be tough on this game. I know it. We'll see what happens.
May I tear a smile upon you?
Yes. Okay. This is where we had our networking error yesterday. Doesn't look like we're gonna have one today. They have been putting out some fixes. However, I know that last night it was still problematic. But I'm hopeful that they can get their shit fixed out for the weekend.
Stand down or die.
Ooh, some poison. Now the thing is, I don't think we have like any poison resistance. Unfortunately, and I don't really know a good way to get some unless we find some gear. We're gonna have to hope that we can out-leech. I think we'll be fine. increase the... Yeah, we're hiding blues. I mean, some of those might be okay to craft, but I don't have a lot of shards right now, so... What do we got? One-handed hammer and a new cultist chopper. What do we have on this? Increased crit strike. +2. So I think one of those is additive. Yeah. I'm actually kind of curious. You got what? 492? I don't think my crit chance is high enough to really make that work well. Damage, probably can't see it. Crit strike chance is 7. Goes up to 13 with that, which is not bad. Nearly doubled.
Stand down.
And you do quite a few hits, so wouldn't be the worst thing. Yeah, that's so good. I don't know why I would ever turn off the third strike on that. But I guess you can give it really high attack speed and then just spam that double strike. Which I suppose could be nice. But we haven't even begun to see the level of craziness that some of these skills can get up to.
Stand down.
What level do we unlock? I think we need to put points into Paladin to unlock this stuff. Judgment is what we're gonna go for. The aura. Actually putting this, I not... Shit. I guess I can't put using Holy Aura on my movement skill like in PoE. Or on my movement button. Hope they add that at some point. That was one of my favorite ways to keep up certain buffs in PoE. But I mean, this game only just came out, so... And first I want them to fix the server issues before adding in using skills on movement. Damn, he got deleted.
Stand down or die.
I wonder if this game has mana gained on hit. I don't think I've ever looked that up. Oh, let's see. I think I could look it up on my crafting materials. Do that after I kill these.
Stand down or die.
Hey, Void Cleave unlocked. I don't know what that does. Probably good for a Void Knight, but I am not one of them. So the show ones that I don't have any shards in. I don't think so, but I could look it up through the loot filter. Add condition, affixes, let's search mana. Nope. Class specific, mana gained when you directly cast Smite. Mana gained when you use Rive and hit at least one enemy. We do that. General Idols. No. Nope. I mean, I figured there wouldn't be, because that would be really good. We just infinitely sustain. I want you to spend skill points on that. Melee attack speed, increased fizz damage, ignite. I don't think that's gonna be better. What did I just hear? Whoa! Wow, look at that thing. That's cool. Not enough games do shit like that. I mean, backgrounds are usually always just so static. Where are we? Sheltered wood, go to the surface, okay.
The cultists had a philosophy. The void transcends reality, and by embracing it, so could they. After all, this world was gone. If they devoted themselves to despair, would it welcome them? A form of hope. Desperate, worthless in the end.
And now we wait. Look, backup option if this has issues. We just play Pacific Drive. But we will be playing Pacific Drive later too. Hopefully we don't have problems. Okay, what's my void resistance? 37? Not the worst. don't like having to kill spiders. Spiders are good. What is this? This is the alternate leveling path, but we'd have to go to Lightless Arbor. However, I kind of want to go to the Lightless Arbor area just because it unlocks the fast travel. This is where we go to, right? Shrouded Ridge? Yeah. So we'll go to where the Lightless Arbor... We don't have a key and we can't do it yet, obviously, but... we will at least get there so that we can fast travel there later. What do we have? Two-handed staff, leather boots, new sash, personal affix. What's Tupac? Dead like Tupac Shakur, the hip hop artist who died. He was murdered. Too young. I think I'm older than he was when he died. What was he, like 24 or 25 when he died? Yeah, he was shot. 25. And it was never solved, the murder. Wow. Sash has a lot of health. A lot of potion stuff, I mean. Yeah, it's pretty sad. I mean, you probably know some of his songs or have heard of some of his songs. He was extremely influential and only gaining more and more popularity. Kind of sucks. I mean, he is a cultural icon if you are into hip-hop. But he would have easily gone on to be even larger of one. Granted, there's also something to say that, you know, sad as it is, death can enhance that popularity as well. Not that he should have died, but you know what I mean. I take a lot of damage in some of these groups actually, and it's only that because of my life leech that I'm staying alive. One of these days I will not stay alive. Alright, Lightless Arbor.
Human, over here. Human, can you understand me?
Yes.
That's good. Everyone else seems to have lost themselves. As soon as they woke, they started stomping about, rumbling the entire mountain with their steps.
Was that the giant monster I saw in your last refuge? I did see that.
They are the only source of life that massive I can sense. So it may have been... Wait. I also detect other humans. And they are all under the mountain. No. This is not good.
It's just the last refuge where they live.
They won't live there for long while the mountain beneath is lumbering around, causing cave-ins and avalanches. Someone needs to stop them before the humans are all shattered into splinters.
Uh-oh.
You are the only other living being that isn't acting like their head has rotted through. So you're going to have to help me.
Okay.
If you can find a way deeper into the caverns, of course. It's been so long. Can humans see in the dark?
Yes.
That could be a problem. Do not worry, though. there are clusters of pyre amber that give off light you could use. Be careful though. If your bark is particularly dry, you might catch fire.
I don't have bark.
That's good then. Hurry, and find a way in there so we can save the humans.
She's great. I like her. I do not have a key to enter there yet. That is a one of the endgame activities. And it's pretty fun, but it is quite challenging. I can definitely say that. What's up this way? Oh, nothing. Nothing? Two-handed mace. The Forsaken Trail. The Forspoken Trail. Place is dark. Manfuse Sunrise Emblem of Life. Chance to ignite on hit. I mean, some of that stuff might be better when I have Judgment. I do not know what that scales off of. I assume that it does. That's like Holy Fire, right? Fire spell melee damage over time, area strength, attunement. Oh my god. Hey, Laserfangs. How are you today? Where are all of you on Friday today? Two-handed stab, yeah. Yeah, it worked. Ooh, there's one of those, shrines where I fight angry boss. Who's absolutely gonna take my hardcore status away one day. I'm gonna feel so... nothing.
Too heavy.
Shit. But depending on the shrine buff, we might be able to kill him pretty quickly. Increase move, attack, and cast speed. Yeah, it's possible. Let's clear it out first. Alright, let's grab this buff and see what we can do with him. But first... Hate that Diablo 4 enemies didn't talk anymore? What do you mean? I'm gonna boost its damage a bit more. Alright, let's grab this and run over and fight the boss dude. Game does the enemies talk when you fight them, even if they're gibberish. Did they not do that in Diablo 4? Kinda, I don't know, I don't remember that. Okay, when he's at 15% health, we need to... Ooh, nice. Ooh, new skill specialization too. That's huge. Okay, he's almost there. Nice. Nice.
Too heavy. Too heavy.
Damn it. What did we get? Experimental Noble Sash of Frost. Ward decay threshold ward gained on potion use per 10 intelligence. Ooh, see, that'd be great if I was doing like a sorcerer or something. It's cool though. Yeah, I guess I do kind of like it. It adds a bit more flavor. I'm thinking that we boost up Holy Aura just because it is a nice buff. We got 4 points right off the bat to spend on it. Holy Aura grants you and your allies additional elemental resistance and endurance threshold. That's pretty good. Holy Aura grants you and your allies increased physical damage. That's pretty good too. And health regen. Activating Holy Aura grants you a chance to slow surrounding enemies each second. When an enemy dies in Holy Aura's area of effect, there is a chance it spawns a health globe healing for 70 health. Wow. That's good. Does that scale? Health globes scale with increased healing effectiveness, okay. Ooh, activating Holy Aura cleanses ailments. That is very good. Because there are a lot of very strong dots you can take in the game from some bosses. That's really good. Should not be underestimated. I think for now, and does this count for all elemental resistances? Because if so, I don't think that's a waste of 4 points. It's just regular, like fire, lightning, and cold, which is still good. let's put the 4 points somewhere else though. I think for now I'm going to go with yeah. And we have 2 points. Let's throw him in Paladin. $611 DPS, nice. I think a Jade Amulet is what I'm using. Let's see if this one's any better. Always pick up your crafting materials. Increase strike chance, cold damage, physical resistance. It's not better, but we also don't have a very good one. We could craft this one. I'll see what fortune potential it has.
Stand down or die.
True. Two-handed staff. Eh. It's a big map. No. Let's go back and sell some stuff in the town. And we'll warp right back here. Sell prices are kind of small. They kind of are. I guess that's like a. I wonder what their purpose for that was. Apart from me. Here we go. I bet they were thinking that if we make them small, players won't be encouraged. And it's not that they can't, but they won't be encouraged to pick up items they don't need just to sell stuff because it's not going to make them a lot of money.
Lucky?
Sigils to break shit. Those are very affordable later game. Like they're not meant for early game, but they're very easy to buy late game. I felt the same way the first time I played. And then at endgame, you can't buy enough of them. You have more money than you can spend. How much is Gamba? It depends on the item. So like some like weapons are pretty cheap. Accessories can be pretty expensive. Like 5,000, 4,000. It just depends on what it is. This gets very affordable, like mid to late game as well. And then doesn't... I wouldn't say it doesn't become an option later game, but it's not, probably not as good as target farming. The Gamba's pretty good. You can get some really good stuff on Gamba. The chances are way better than PoE, I'll put it that way. Only here because I don't want to be haunted by ghosts. Somebody looked at my Twitter. Let's see, third strike detonate on kill chance. I don't actually know how much that does. Ooh, we could increase third strike damage though. I didn't think the third strike actually does much, but it does do quite a lot of damage. Yeah, I mean at this point I'm not going to pick up much unless I really might want to craft it, because you'll get way more money end game and stuff. We could hide some base types if we want, maybe. I want to hide base types. I don't know. I could do it. Or just recolor it at least. It's pretty epic, yeah. This game has a really good feeling of power progression. Probably one of the best that I've experienced in any ARPG. Comparable only to Path of Exile's feeling when you put on like a new support gem. Yeah, Horn plate, I'll check that out. Iron Cure Ass, I'll look that up. This skills look so interesting, like 1 main passive class and 3 sub-skill classes. Yeah. You get all of this as part of your base class, and then you specialize into one of these 3 at the side. And then each of them has their own skill tree, so when you specialize in a skill, you get access to its skill tree. And then you earn points. And it's really cheap to respec. Like, so as you level up, you get a minimum specialized skill level. And if you respec a skill or you want to change a specialization, when you specialize in a new skill, it's going to start at that minimum level. And at a certain point in the game, like late game, it will be maxed. So if you want to switch a skill or change your points in it, it's free to do so. And you can just put all the points in wherever you want immediately at any time. Of course you can, I just want to say hi, no worries. Pre-respec? For skills, yeah, for these skills, yes. For passive skills, it's a little bit of gold. Like, measly amounts of gold. To the point that it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really cost anything. Range attack damage, attack speed. Like, we're gonna respec all like crazy when we get judgment. My mouse. And you'll see it'll be very cheap to do so. Expected this weekend? Yes. That should be very doable. Ooh, that does damage. Bye-bye. Get a lot of armor. There's also some micro forms of progression too, like the idol system, which is a very nice way to augment some things that you might be a little lacking in, especially resistances. So it won't be like PoE where you have to hyper focus getting enough resistances on your gear. You can get additional resistances on idols. Or you can just, focus on damage and it's up to you. Yeah, so up here as you progress through the main story and some of the side quests, you unlock idol slots, and you can slot in these idols here that you find, and depending on what kind of idol they're in, yeah, it's kind of like that, and it's a really good way to get. For me, I use it to get like additional just like buffs and resistances, so I don't have to worry about getting out my gear. Because that was always, one kind of annoying thing about PoE, right? Is, alright, time to micromanage my resistances on my gear. It's, it's fun. Until it's annoying. Yeah. And crafting materials have infinite storage as well. All the crafting materials you pick up. You can have an infinite amount of them. There's blessings too, but that's endgame content. We'll get there. So it's for me it's much closer to Grim Dawn levels of micro progression, which is, more than Diablo, but definitely less than PoE. I think PoE just went overboard in the later years, where everything needed to have a skill tree because they needed new content for seasons. Yeah, Grim Dawn can be confusing, I agree.
Stand down or die.
Most things in last Epoch, at least for me playing it a lot in beta, it felt like they just wanted to pick the best from all ARPGs that they've played and then add in the quality of life that's missing from other ARPGs. Limited stash tabs? No, you can have like over 100, and they just cost in-game gold. They're pretty easy to buy. Crafting materials? Oh, you can have infinite numbers, and they don't take up any inventory space. It'll load. We can do it. We can do it. Not too bad. Definitely not as bad as the evening. This is the only time I seem to be able to play. But we'll see. See. Yeah, they did say it was fixed, and it's like, no, it's not fixed, guys. It's still bad. I don't know who your server provider is, but I think you gotta look into a new one. Wrigley. Purple Wrigley. Yeah, that's true. It's pretty fucking early in Texas right now. I would hope that they're sleeping. Man, I do not know. I don't know. If it doesn't work, I mean, I think the weekend is going to be the most important time for it to work. And also, it's going to have the most number of players. It's going to be a... I think they're going to be fucked this weekend. I would rather... because I was trying to play with a friend last night, right? And I just said, like, I'd rather they just have a queue. I would rather sit and wait in a queue to have a stable game. Yeah, I did get put in a queue, but it didn't really mean anything. I have 420 health. Nice. Yeah, the problem is, you're right, the problem isn't with logging. It's kind of curious too, because I wonder what it is with the transitions. Because if you get into a map, you can beat the map, loot happens, you don't really rubber band at all. No problem. The trouble is getting into the map. I really wonder how it's working behind the scenes. I mean, every game's online infrastructure is different, right? And I'm certainly no expert. Tried streaming this yesterday again, it was horrible, yeah. I mean, I tried playing it last night and we gave up and we're like, man, we're just gonna play Insurgency. So we played Insurgency for a couple hours, came back, tried it again. Nope. Nope. Yeah, there's something weird going on. Hey, there we go. It wasn't bad yesterday, like while I was streaming this. And even starting it today, it has not been that bad. I wonder if this being a town has anything to do with it.
Greetings.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Okay,
Farewell.
well, let me go talk to this guy.
Who are you?
Oh, the Welvern Docks. Let's go down there. After... I sell some things. What do we got? What is this? 75 armor. +1 lunge? No. 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 No, no. Maybe? No. Yeah, that's been my experience in the evening as well. Which it seems like that's when you stream. Sadly. Because that's been the worst time for me that I haven't even been able to get into a map. And I certainly haven't been able to play with anyone. I'll be curious to see if moving into this map is going to be faster than moving into the town. Maybe there's just some issue with... Maybe the issue is exacerbated with towns. Yeah, like, look, that's... Look, no problem. I don't know what it is. At the very least, and this is a small consolation, once you're in a map, the gameplay is perfect. Fine. Yeah. Hopefully they have a... The star maps are short, yeah. They really are. And some of the side maps. Grab that. Hey, Rune of Shattering, nice. I should recolor the Runes of Shattering, so I definitely don't miss those. Well, that was being weird too. Dailies are fucked. I did notice that I wasn't getting any new daily quests for some reason. I don't know why. Add condition. Item type. Can I not recolor? You know, maybe there is a one. Last Epoch loot filter. 1.0. Sentinel. Let's see if this works. Where's copy? Just go view raw, copy. Sentinel. We'll try it out. What I do know is I cannot and should not neglect the resistances as we get deeper into the story here. Especially on some of the bosses. Especially Poison and Void. Get pretty nasty. Defeat the Void Centipede. I shall do it. I did it. How many slots have we unlocked? You guys can't see it. Passive points rewards 8 out of 15. Idle slot rewards 1 out of 8. You will get idle slot with complete of an ancient hunt. That'll be nice.
You can't run from me!
Nice. One of these days I'm gonna get a unique item from breaking up some wood. Maybe something with legendary potential too, which would be pretty cool. I do not know what our first legendary potential item will be. It's probably something not good for us. But that's okay, we can trade. Anything up here? Nope, just this guy. Hanging out. Yeah, let's see how long it takes us to get back into the town. Not much time at all? I don't fucking know what's up with this game. Okay, let's see. Don't need. Mana, no, don't like. The +4 vitality is pretty nice on this, actually. Fortune loss of mana. Now I'll sell it. Nope. Alright, we're going up. The ruins of Welrin. Did you see that in Deep Rock Galactic Survivor they removed the "die like your mother did" line? Because it was potentially too traumatic for people who lost their mothers. Which, just a spoiler alert, but everyone who's had a mother, which is everyone in the world, has or at some point will lose their mom, which is sad. But I don't think, oh wonderful, I don't think that a video game line should really be that problematic. Is my opinion. They removed that line, but they still have the, like, "you're an ugly son of a bitch" or something line. I believe. Which is funny. Leather boots the turtle. Movement speed and armor. I quite like our boots right now, actually. And they still have forging potential, too. Ooh, and the Glyph of Hope worked on that. Hell yeah. Wouldn't I want to see one-handed swords? I'm pretty sure in a judgment build you want one hand. I mean, we don't have judgment yet, but just saying. Okay, we got another warpath passive. The Winds of Justice is interesting. Casting Smite. I mean, I assume that if you specialize into Smite, it's going to cast that specialized version too, which is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Specialization allows you to unlock and put skill points into them. So you have you can only specialize in 5 skills at a time. Everything else will just be the normal level 1. But you can switch specializations at any time too, even inside of maps. One-handed mace, shield, 1. Other helm of the turtle. Oh, with 3 mana gain when you use Rive and hit at least 1 enemy. Tempting. At the very least, I could try to shatter that. Okay, what do we have to do here? Clearing the ruins. Destroy the void horrors. The ruined college. I assume that's... Well, no, it can't be. It's gotta be the Lower and Undercity. Well, I don't have anything to do in the ruined college. We'll go in the Undercity. Two-handed mace. No, I'm gonna keep that axe.
Stand down or die.
You can't hide!
Sorry, dude, I had to skip your dialogue because I was getting smacked. You have to destroy soul repositories. Now, if I remember correctly, these things do necrotic damage, and we don't have the greatest necrotic resistance. Also, we are rubber banding a little bit. Better. Yeah, they're not bad.
Stand down or die.
Oh my god, I almost died there. I don't want to talk about that. You didn't see it, okay? Nothing happened. I was about 1 second away from hard I need to remember too that I can press E to remove all ailments. I really need to remember to press that. That's my clutch savior. What is this? 200x. We need a better base type.
Stand down or die.
Ooh. Brooks Copper Ring. I mean, the healing effectiveness and mana regen is pretty nice on that. Actually, yeah, that is really nice. Plus, it's a 46% increased crit strike chance. It's near max. Where does this go? Oh, that goes to the cultist camp. But we need to go back to the ruins of Welrin. Yeah, I would imagine that the design of making sell prices on a lot of gear lower was to not make players feel like they had to pick up items to make money. Okay, you're gonna get most of your gold just from walking over it. Don't worry about picking shit up. Unless you need it, of course, right? Or you like hoarding, like I do. But we're gonna try not to hoard. Try. We will hoard. This is gonna be our new axe. It's better chance to bleed on melee hit, and it has increased melee damage, increased fizz damage, and 16 health on melee hit. What can we add to this? You have a chance to slow on hit. Or health on kill. Could be kind of nice too. We could also try to boost up the melee damage. We should at least boost up the melee damage once. All attributes would be nice as well. But we only have one of those. Okay, only use 2 forging potential, that's good. Let's boost up health on melee. We need level 24. Shit. Okay. We will improve that over time. And I wanted to boost up this. I wanted to get this ring up because I liked it. Suffixes. What do we have? Increased health would be nice. We only have 4 glyphs of hope. Ooh. Crit success. That's good shit. Now we could do with a bit more cold resistance as well. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Dude, this one's really bad. What do we just put that on for movement speed and health regen? Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, that needed to be replaced. I don't know why we had that on. It's better now though. Warpath is at 602 DPS. Why does that feel lower than with this axe? It is lower. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the health on hit is more important for me. I don't mind if I do a little bit less damage. The important thing is to not die. 3 big boys. Great club, split great sword. No. No. Silver ring. No. Jade ring. Dodge rating, healing effectiveness, necrotic damage, fire res. Meh. Only takes up one inventory slot though, so I can sell it. lot of elite enemies in this area. Silver Grail regrowth. No. No. None of this stuff. Level 23. Copper Ring of Remedy, no. What is our crit chance? 9? It's not too bad. It's low though. But we're not really a crit build in a way. We actually just need to go back to the camp. I don't know why we're still exploring, but it's fun. It's good XP.
Stand down or die.
I see the same thing to my enemies in real life. It's not true. Forestry axe, nah. Attunement Fizz, no, it's not good. Attunement, no. We're still waiting for that one really good item that's gonna carry us through so many levels. We need that godly drop, you know? Alright, let's go back to town. Turn in these quests and keep going. Keep going. Just so you know, you guys can earn drops if you watch this stream for an hour. I think today it's a pet. Fortunately, and yesterday you earned it too if you were watching the stream for an hour. I just didn't know that there was a drop campaign going on. It was some cape. Unfortunately, I don't think I get the drops even though I'm playing the game. Twitch. Maybe you could give the people playing the game for over an hour the drop as well, streaming it. It's not moving to town. PC Gamer's review of last Epoch. An action RPG for people who aren't that fussed about action, criticizing its focus on stats and crafting over slaying monsters. What? Bro, most of what I've been doing is slaying monsters. There's more endgame in this than in Diablo 4. Crazy. Yeah, something with this cultist camp, I don't know. They don't load. I just tabbed out. And Power World is still sitting at a healthy 216,000 players. What's really surprising to me is that 71,000 people are still playing Rust. Kill things until it loads. There we go. There we go.
Farewell.
Do we need to sell? I mean, we don't really need to sell anything. You know, I'll sell stuff. Okay. Wait, where's the blacksmith? I think we're about to unlock... Oh no, never mind. Actually, we are about to unlock our first Paladin spell, Healing Hands. But I don't think we're going to use that. That's better for co-op. Chance to cast Divine Bolt on melee hit. What is Divine Bolt? Cast a bolt of divine fire towards the target. It's attunement scaling though. When you block, you cast Holy Symbol, healing yourself. I think once we get Judgment and we start to respec into it, we are going to want to switch over to Attunement and like fire damage. It's going to be a pretty big change for us, and we need to make sure that we have the gear ready to support it, so that when we switch over, we aren't completely dead in the water. Gotta be careful about that. Observe the ritual.
Yes?
Oh my god. That looks like it could do damage. Easy. Easy. Mainly because we are still in early game and we've been specializing in sustaining. So there's another time rift here. Ancient Forest. In the ancient era. Is that gonna mean more dinosaurs? Maybe a microraptor? Riley, is that you? Mandra's Jade Ring of Regrowth. It's actually pretty good. Could replace that. What is this?
Stand down or die.
Seems to have a lot of health. Great mace, meh. Cultist chopper. A lot of stun chance on that.
I cannot do that.
Got some points to apply. What do we got? We got one Rive point. Maybe in the... Oh, I don't know. Could try to move towards getting this foe cleaver. Be nice. Hey, huge cookie, how you doing? Health regen. I think I'm gonna grab some elemental resistances. And sad unicorn kitty. Got a 2-for combo. Happy Friday. Hope you're doing excellently. What do we got up here? Increased stun chance. Much better than yesterday. This game looks neat. I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. And this game is neat. When the servers are working. And I have a bad feeling about the weekend here. Slay the dragon. Okay, I will slay the dragon. We have pretty good fire resistance. I think we have max fire resistance. Yeah, we do. So that shouldn't be too bad. Oh. Don't get near that. I have fire resistance. I don't know if I have that much fire resistance. As long as we're hitting him. Liren, thank you for the raid, man. Welcome, raiders. Oh, I'm killing a dragon. He's not gonna like that. Look, it attacked me first, okay? This is self-defense. Got him. He's just sleeping. Copper amulet. Meh. Meh. I'm gonna take that though. Happy Friday, everybody. A little dirty. Yeah, he's just... Look, if I reload this area, he's alive, okay? So... It's not permanent. I kind of want to see what's down here. I don't know what's down here. Byron and I gotta do a collab sometime. Path of Exile Cyclone looking different today. This is the second skill they give you to, and you know, it's pretty bold, I have to say. Because how can I not play it? Heft mail spray. The thing is, it's really good. It's gonna be really hard to replace these unique gloves for now. They're too good. Oh, the Floopy Dragon. Hope your Friday is going well too. I think that's everything. Yeah, let's head back to the Shattered Valley and keep going forward. I am playing. No 9/11 jokes, okay? Only if they're good. I only allow jokes if the jokes are good. Otherwise, you get banned. It's not true. I mean, if that were the case, I would have banned myself long ago. The first stream. I'm pretty sure the first stream that I ever did, you're gonna find some pretty cringe jokes. Abandoned tunnel. What's this? Lesser Refuge? Find signs of the Lesser Refuge in the Shattered Valley. Well, it says to go north. For a quest. I don't know which one. I will hydrate. 3 points as well to spend. We could just keep going towards physical pen and the physical damage. It's pretty good. Or we go into some health. I think it's worth it. Health regen 20 a second. 33% endurance. It's not loading, chat. Chop thing. Ew. Dust and stuff underneath. Gross. I'm pretty sure my one at home looks worse though. Oh my god, I almost dropped my Pepsi. That would have been a real disaster. Okay, hold on. Doing some Sudoku while it loads. What's my next Sudoku? Look at the back, there's a woman on there. She's pretty. That'll distract us from gaming. Sudoku X. Okay, what do we got? We're missing 1, 5, and 7. Great, it's loading now. 1, 5, 7. Oh, see, 1 goes here. There, I solved one number while it was loading. Okay, we have to remember, if we get into trouble with some DOT, some like poison or void, we need to press E. We can clear that ailment. Mournful Pennant of Regrowth. Meh. Like, that is a good relic for us, but the stats are just kind of trash. Yeah. Ow. What do we got in here? A lot of crafting materials. That is good.
Stand down or die.
Sword, we don't want swords, we want axes, and we haven't really found a better base type axe yet. There's bound to be something soon though, right? forget, guys, if you're playing this too, you can watch 1 hour of me and earn a, I think today it's a pet. What do we got here? Increase movement speed, attack, and cast speed. Right. You know, one thing we haven't found in a long time is an idol. I don't think I've had one drop for quite a few levels. You get so many of them later, though. Two-handed spear. Nah. Ooh, we got a experimental shrine up here.
I cannot do that. Yeah.
I think I just took a lot of poison damage. I panicked, healed with the potion. Okay, what do we got? Should we increase damage or melee leech? I do not know. Let's finish off that damage. Then we got 1 point of here. Let's throw it in elemental resistances and endurance. Cool, we are now maxed in fire and lightning res. Cold is getting pretty close. Let's fight this boss. That's a good thing, because he does lightning damage. We can just out-heal his damage. You got nothing on me, buddy. You're an exiled mage. You were exiled because you suck shit. Like a vacuum. Experimental hide boots of lucidity. Ward gained when you use a traversal skill. 2 ward gain per 10 missing mana when you use a traversal skill. Has to specifically be traversal though, not a movement. One day we'll get something good.
Yeah.
Brass amulet of evasion. Yeah. The thing is, cast speed actually might be useful because technically judgment is considered a spell. I think the cast speed is instant though. Or it's near instant, so cast speed probably doesn't really matter too much. Jade Amulet, increased mana regen. Yeah, but the implicits are bad. Low rolls on the implicits. Definitely tell that my poison resistance is low. We can only hope that this, the upcoming bosses are not poison-based, necrotic-based. We're banding a little bit here. Oh, it's when you open that. Oh yeah, look at that. It's kind of funny. Okay, do not open up your character panel while moving forward. The game currently does not seem to enjoy you doing that. Lesson learned. Where's that ring? 2 strength, 8 health. Nah. Skip. We could actually use a new belt, I think. Ours is just giving us mana regen, dodge, and health. We'll keep on the lookout for a new belt. Maybe something with some resistances would be nice. The Lost Refuge. Well, it's clearly not lost, I just found it. Nice. Ooh, level 25. I don't know why I'm going up here, but...
Stand down or die. Ha!
You know, that's something that I don't see games actually utilizing surrender enough. I think the most egregious example is Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, where enemies say they give up. And then they clearly will just stand back up and attack you. Most games that have some form of surrender, it is a scripted... Well, it's an uncontrollable event, let's put it that way. Baldur's Gate 3 has some issues with that too, where there are some enemies that can give up, but if you do too much damage to them, it will never trigger. Which I think doesn't really work well for the design of the game. I did that with the hag on my first playthrough. I just did too much damage to her before she got a turn, and it just killed her. Which, I mean, is not a bad outcome, right? I pretty much always kill the hag. But it would still be nice if they forced the surrender option in there at a certain threshold or something. Even if it wasn't the hag's turn.
Stand down or die.
What do we got? Mana fused iron cure ass of purity. Mana necrotic resistance. I have to replace the 28 lightning res that I currently have though, and I don't really like that. I don't want to replace it. Arena Helm of Evasion. No. Kind of bad. Yeah, our loot today is just kind of garbage. But we can fix that, especially once we start to pick our faction. We could pick the loot faction. Be pretty nice. Iron Visor of Hope. Vitality, Void Res, Fire Res. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, we have way more Fire Res right now than we need. We have 101. But the increased Void Res would be pretty big for us. I might do a Glyph of Chaos and upgrade this Fire Res to something else. Dodge rating? I can take it. I can take dodge rating. I will do increased... Oh, we don't have any increased mana. Oh no, we do. We do. We could do mana or we could do strength. I'm gonna do the mana. Yeah, that's it. 2 vitality, 14 mana, 19 void res, 31 dodge rating. So we're trading out 21 fire res with that, and I think that will be okay. Yes. Alright, good. Now our void res is 51. That's better. And we have a bit of stun chance too now. I don't know what it is currently. I don't see a base stun chance. But I do see we have 15% increased stun chance and increased melee stun chance 15%. Ooh, 2 passive points. We have 2 quests to turn in the council chamber, so let's head back there and turn those in. I loaded fast. I have a DM request. Is it a typical scam? Oh, I did something with their Discord account. Quickly, click this link to try and fix it. Never click those links, guys. Every time I go back, that was really quick though. In fact, that was like 2 seconds waiting. The loading is probably mostly on my CPU. My CPU is really old.
Want to try your luck?
CPU. Do we want this? No. No. No, we just put on a new helmet that's pretty decent for now. Don't need that. We've only had a couple waiting screens today that were really long. Most have been decent. Plated belt. Do we gamba for a belt? Let's do it. We have money. Magic item, okay.
Want to go again?
Throwing damage and increased mana regen. Nah. Rare item.
A fine choice. You have a good eye.
Health and poison res. Open prefix. That's not too terrible. That's not too bad. You don't always want a high rarity either. Sometimes a good base is much more craftable. I'm gonna do that with the Glyph of Chaos. Physical damage, tier 2. Okay, I'll accept that. Now let's go with mana regen and a Glyph of Hope. Oven mana regen. Let's try to boost the health. Okay, so they give you a tutorial right off the bat. What it is you have 2 open prefix, 2 open suffixes on an item. Let's just say, you have 2 max. You can upgrade or add new mods to it. So right now this has 2 prefixes on it, no suffixes. So you can add a suffix to it. So you collect these crafting shards, or you can break down an item into crafting shards, which will add that affix to the item, but it costs a random amount of forging potential. Epoch crafting is gold. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, that's really true. So, it's going to cost me 1 to 18 forging potential, and this item only has 15 forging potential. You can then add these glyphs, which can augment the crafting potential or ways that it will craft. So like Glyph of Hope gives it a 25% chance to have no forging potential cost. a Glyph of Chaos will change the upgraded affix into something else. Actually, it's the complete opposite of random. I can specify exactly what I want on an item, as opposed to like PoE, which is random. Which I did for this, right? So, and then I can just upgrade things. So I have 8 poison resistance crafting shards, and I can just upgrade the tier. Easy game. Ooh. New belt. Let's go. Better. Especially with the armor.
Gold won't save you, but a blade might.
Yeah, it's a very controllable system. It's very easy to create the gear that you need. Not really. There are a lot of ways that you can utilize forging potential to your benefit. Good item can be bricked? Not really. Not really. There are ways that you can force it to be pretty decent. T4 plus flat fire, T4 elemental damage, T3 ignite chance, Jesus Christ. That's amazing. There are some things you can do to it as well after you have no forging potential, like making legendary items. And ideally, you know, right now I'm just working with like rares and magic items, but once you start to get exalted items, those are what you're really looking for. Because you can only craft up to tier 5 affixes anyway, but you can get tier 6 and tier 7 affixes on items later in the game. Those can't be crafted and those can't be increased. So you want to find base items with those on it and then craft the other modifiers onto it. And then you can take those exalted items, or items that you've crafted that are really good, and combine them with unique items to create legendary items. Maybe I can find an example. You find usually you find unique items like this with what's called legendary potential, and that means that you have to do an endgame dungeon to use the crafting of this, and it's only once per completion of the endgame dungeon. It will combine an item with the unique item, and then depending on the number of legendary potential, it will take that number of mods from the non-unique item and add it to the unique item. So legendary potential craft is like a lab reward? Yes. I think it's the... I don't remember the dungeon name. But if you get 4 legendary potential, it means that every single item from, or every single mod from a, it's not Monolith, it's one of the other ones. It's one of the dungeons. It's not Lightless Arbor, it's whatever the other one is called. But if you have 4 legendary potential, it will take every single stat from your, let's say, exalted item and put it onto the unique item, like add it. Not replace, add. So you end up with, you can end up with some really broken items this way. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy, some of these items. Holy shit, 164% increased melee damage, 76 critical strike multiplier, 248 chance to shred armor on hit. Absurd, some of these. But you can only combine it with, so the item has to have 4 mods on it. It's like exalting a tier 1 flat fizz and a 450 DPS void axe. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a really cool system. It's a really cool system. It's really fun. I've created a couple of legendary items on my my beta account. We're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see what we can get. Yeah, I forget the name of it. It's not Lightless Arbor. It's not this one. It is. Is it the Soulfire Bastion? It's not the arena. You know what? It might be Temporal Sanctum. I think it's the Temporal Sanctum.
Greetings.
2 idle slots, hell yeah.
Do not dwell on the regret. May a terror smile upon you. Farewell.
Nice. I don't think we have any good idols to throw in there though right now. Yeah, I could show you some of that if on my Legacy account, but I'd have to switch my Steam account over, sadly. And right now I don't want to risk that. I think the most legendary potential I found in an item was 2 though. However, now that you can trade items and you can, you know, you have these different factions, I think it will be much easier to find people willing to trade uniques with legendary potential. Alright, what are we looking for? We are just moving to the right. That's it. Ooh, we have a experimental. You guys found any good experimental items yet? I'm curious if you can get experimental exalted items. Can't play when you want to? Yeah, dude. I really hope they fix that over the weekend. This one I got was haste after using the travel skill. Shit, that is good. The thing is, it's a traversal skill only, and unfortunately, Warpath is tagged with movement, not traversal. Kind of sad. Where you going, buddy? Where's he heading? On a journey. He can't touch us. I think we have maxed lightning rest though. Hey, I was gonna pulling strike. Ooh, that's a wand. I don't use wands. Speckraft can be a nice inspiration for Colden. I think some modifiers like the glyphs and runes can be in some way incorporated. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Alright, what do we got? Seconds of Frenzy after you use a traversal skill. I don't use traversal skills. Mad Alchemist Ladle. I have never seen this before. Chance to slow on spell hit. Chance to apply frailty on spell hit. Chance to shred armor. Electrify. Poison on spell hit. More spell damage per negative ailment on the target, up to 8. 1% increased cast speed per 2 intelligence, 1 mana gain on potion use per 4 intelligence. This ladle is best in slot for warlocks? Holy shit. It's kind of sad we didn't get any legendary potential. I mean, I'm level 25. I really shouldn't be expecting legendary potential in anything. It's up there. How'd we get up there? Yeah, I like the new experimental mods. I think those are pretty cool. I'm excited to see what the buffs for the looting faction are. It's a lot of bats. Damage over time, health on hits. Eh. Gotta play some time together? Yeah, we do. Get the trade resonance with you. Yeah, hell yeah. Gotta go for lunch? Have fun? Yeah, smush Nego, man. We will play when the servers will let us. Which they're good right now. They're not bad. Yeah, it's gonna be, yeah, and it's gonna be so bad this weekend. It's kind of a good thing that there are so many other games to play right now. What was that, like, Nightingale or whatever? I've seen a lot of people playing that. What is that game? Night and something? I don't want to die to be an AFK. What is it? I mean, I don't think that would be good for anyone. I've heard good things too about Balatro. What is that game with night in the title? Nightingale. Oh, no, I remember this one. This one was shit. 57%. I mean, with the number of sales they've gotten, I think the game will be fine. But this weekend will be crucial for them. I just don't know how much they can do. I mean, there's only so much change you can make to infrastructure so fast. And we don't know if it's on their side or if it's on their service provider side. There's a chest. I want that chest. I'm thinking the issue is with one specific aspect of their servers. And that is the like communications with state changes. Maybe. Would be in their credits probably if they had to license it. They might be trying to replace it, but I don't know. Game of credits? I haven't checked. Maybe on the main menu. I mean, they also may not be obligated to put it on there, I don't know. Ooh, our first set item is a belt. Increased minion damage. Unfortunately, I don't use minions, but this is a really good set for a necromancer build. It's a shame I'm in hardcore. Or I would trade that over to my main account. Or I'm running a necromancer. That's not a hard set to farm though.
Stand down or die.
Unique. It's one that I haven't seen before either. What is it? 35% less health regen. 5.2% of damage leached as health. You are inflicted with bleed when you cast a spell. I don't think that would be good for us, just because it would make sense on a build where we didn't already have a way to get health regen. However, when we move away from Warpath and go into Judgment, that could be useful. Granted, I don't think we're gonna have a problem with health on a Paladin.
Stand down or die.
Rending Iron Hammer. However, even these unique items feel better than unique items in Diablo 4. God, that game I just had. And it's not even like it's difficult to do itemization decently. Trotto. What's the Trotto? Another wand, Reach of the Grave. Shit, this is really good for minions too. Damn you, game. That makes sense. That's smart. That saves them a good bit of money to outsource. We're gonna be outsourcing a shit ton too. Summons gold scorpions that drop rare items. I accept. Good. What do we got? Damage over time, melee fire damage, meh. Two-handed axe. Okay, so this is an upgraded base type. Full damage, void damage. It's a good base type, but bad stats on that. Intelligence, dodge rating, phys res. No. But it is good to know that we are starting to get better base types now. Melee damage leached as health, increased damage over time. That's a lot of melee damage leached as health. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Discord to be anything else with issues like this. It's gonna be a sucky couple weeks for community managers. I remember back in the day when PlayStation Network got hacked. And PlayStation Network was down for, I think it was like 30 days. Which meant every single online game you couldn't play it. You couldn't download anything off the store. I think it was one of the worst cases of corporate hacking ever. They had to completely, from what I understand, they had to completely redo all of their infrastructure to the PlayStation Network. Every single bit of it. In order to avoid that problem again. PSN hacking. When was it? 2011 PlayStation Network outage. This was huge. Duration 24 days. $171 million in cost for Sony. Oh. Is there an auto pickup? For some things, yes. Thankfully the game doesn't spam loot. At least not like PoE. I'm pretty sure there's more loot in a PoE map than there are enemies. As much as I love that game. And with the deconstructing system, it's really useful to find. Even to find like magic items. Sometimes the magic items are the best things to craft with, and the rare items are the best to deconstruct. We'll be looking for good base types too at some point. Yeah, the personally identifiable information from each of the 77 million accounts had been exposed. It was crazy. Crazy. Ooh, some idols. What do we got? Chance to poison on hit and physical resistance. And a increased healing effectiveness and physical resistance. That's a really good one. I mean, I'm gonna pick up this one too. And 2 runes of discovery. What is this? Andy Nice Winyard? Why is that one specialed? Oh, it's got a personal affix. I still don't know what the personal affixes are. Plus 45 dodge rating, 16% chance to gain Dusk Shroud when you use a melee attack that hits. I'll have to look up what those are specifically. Did I look at these rings? Honestly, some of these aren't bad for Judgment, but we don't have Judgment yet, and we're quite far away from unlocking Judgment. Defeat the Temple's Guardian. Oh my god, that is a lot. We don't have to worry, we've been stacking lightning res. Pet builds? Oh, like minions? I have trouble with groups. I did a minion build on my first run, and I got to pretty... I don't know, I don't remember what level I was, but I got into endgame, pretty far into endgame. And it wasn't bad. In fact, my skeletons were really, really good. One time I did manage to fight something, my skeletons took a while to kill a guy. You can get a lot of damage on them. I had a skeleton archer. I think I had like 8 or 9 skeleton archers just spam. No, it wasn't 8 or 9. It was like 6 or 7 skeleton archers spamming frost arrows at things, and they were wrecking. They were wrecking. However, my character was squishy because I put maybe a few too many points in minion damage and not enough into survivability.
A great battle was lost here.
And the endgame bosses were
is all that is left.
very nasty to me. But I did reconfigure, like I switched out my idols to get better resistances, and that helped a lot. 'Cause it's pretty easy to get, you know, your fire, lightning, and cold damage up, but getting poison, necrotic, and void resistance up is really important too. And that requires a bit more, just a bit more care. Oh. ASMR.
Stand down or die.
Dude, they cannot touch me. Haste Shrine. What's over here? What's this shrine? Can't see it. We gotta go over there.
Stand down or die.
My god. We may not be the highest damaging build. defenses are hit. Jade Ring of Deflection. Pretty good. Increased healing. I mean, we would... well... At least that ring I like. Can't they switch which ring I'm showing? Control and Alt. Oh, that's nice too. I didn't know that. Physical. The only thing that we get from this is the physical damage, health regen, and endurance. But the resistances. I want the resistances. Ooh, increases experience gained on kill. That's a really good one. That's boosting.
Have you come to make me whole?
I haven't come yet, but can if you want. And if that makes you whole, you know, I'm glad. I'm glad I could help. I know plenty of guys who don't feel whole because they don't come, and yeah, it's just it is the way it is. A little mini boss here. I mean, they kind of did him dirty though, right? Like, they put a shrine that increases my attack speed next to him. Ooh. Whoever decided that, not his friend, I'll tell you that. Lotus Halls. Let's apply some points. We have one in Warpath. We could increase the area. Yeah, I'm gonna increase the area. Another 20%, that's gonna be big. And let's boost up elemental resistances and endurance. Last point in there. Maybe not the most exciting for the moment, but it will be good for us. Examine the bridge. One of the missing parts. Jade Amulet of Regrowth. Chance to find potions minion damage. Man. I am the potion. I don't need to find potions. The potions need to find me. I think we'll sync on that 1 week, and even if some problems are still present. Yeah, you know, most of the time launch issues like this are forgotten with time. Especially if a game recovers well, right? Like No Man's Sky, Fallout 76. No Man's Sky would crash pretty much every single 20 minutes at launch. That's definitely been forgotten about. Well, you may not forget about them, but they certainly just don't mean much in hindsight. Worse to me than the launch issues of No Man's Sky were the blatant lies in advertising that game had. That's true, you're right, they were inherently flawed on release, yeah. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Stand down or die.
I really should check some of these. Some of these would actually be really good to pick up. I could maybe start to I could put a filter on to highlight some really good base types if we want. I mean, how many coding problems can you solve in 2 days? Especially when they regard networking. We don't know the extent of the problems that they're having. I'll say that. Could be all their fault, could be partially. I don't know what it is. Same with like Helldivers, right? I also think that Bank's issues are a bit different than the game's issues as well. I would argue, depending on the bank, you don't have nearly as many people at one time trying to make things like API calls as a game. Depends on the day though, right? I don't know, Christmas can be pretty nasty. That's millions daily, but at one time. I'm saying like specifically within like 5-minute intervals. And I mean, DDoSes can happen to anything, right? Everybody constantly clicking to like join an area. I just think you're dealing with two different things, right? Like, I know a lot of programmers who are software developers, like game programmers who were software developers, and the things that they have to deal with are very different on a day-to-day basis. Two different sides of the same coin. There are similarities, but there are also very important differences. Yeah, PoE to fix the League launch days. I mean, in PoE you have, depending on on what league it is, you could also have to wait sometimes multiple hours in queue. And Blizzard, yeah, Blizzard, you have problems with launch queues as well. I think Blizzards are worse. I've seen people in like WoW queues for multiple hours. Sometimes. Didn't Overwatch as well have issues like that? Like people would be kicked out. There was something like a year or two ago that just people couldn't play, and even if they got down in the queue, it would kick them out and they'd have to restart. Maybe it was WoW, I don't know. One day we'll solve launch issues with games. I don't know when that will be, but one day. What was the last online game that didn't have any major launch issues? And one with, you know, similar amounts of people playing as this, or like Helldivers. Probably seen, well, yeah, probably. I mean, at least this has offline mode too. Helldivers, I mean, Helldivers 2 is just a whole different can of worms, because then you just have a cap. People cannot play the game, even if they want to try, because they did fix some of that. I think they fixed the AFK shit that people were doing, which is, in my opinion, unfair. So I'm glad they fixed that. I get it, but Palworld has issues, yeah. But Palworld handles servers a bit differently, and you had private servers. It was just the official servers that were the main problem. And they were a problem for a few weeks. But they were smart, they put out private servers. And of course you could just play offline mode. I think most people who wanted to play with friends just hosted a private server. What do we got here? Human health. Kind of trash. Well, then on top of that too, you had cheating in the public servers, and people could corrupt your save, I believe. They did deal with that pretty quickly though. Well, private servers were messed up too. Is Lethal Company private servers, or is it peer-to-peer? Are we looking at a dedicated server or peer-to-peer connection? Which, even with peer-to-peer connection, you can still have problems because, especially if it's working through Steam, you still have a handshake server. However, one of the most stable things you can do is have your game go through Steamworks with peer-to-peer. Steamworks handshake servers are very good. Well, even then, it would just be, if there's one host, it would be a listen server. So it would still be peer-to-peer. Which I think is similar to what Warframe does. Warframe has peer-to-peer. They have handshake and then peer-to-peer. Oh my god, we've gotten 2. Oh, I need to check these out. Lessons of the Metropolis. Dodge rating if you've been hit recently. Increased dodge rating, dexterity, movement speed. Less damage taken while moving. Tempting. I'm tempted. And this Ring of the Third Eye. Increased crit strike chance. Lower multiplier. Chance to gain ward on crit. That I don't know about so much, but these boots? Maybe. But I don't think my dodge rating is really that high, and I don't need to dodge. I'm not really at risk right now, let's put it that way. Like, to some extent, I like the way that Warframe does it, but the one big problem that I had with Warframe is that, man, some people's computers were just really shit, and they were really bad hosts. The game did have an auto-host switching feature, but it was shoddy. I mean, it sometimes worked, sometimes didn't. Armor value's not working. I like how the heavy armor looks before. Yeah, I see. I think I'm wearing heavy armor too, and it's just really slow. But it doesn't seem like armor does a noticeable change, at least for me personally. And honestly, I'd probably rather have the movement speed. Oh, it just doesn't do anything. It's not that it's not very well balanced, it just doesn't work. Oh. Because I was like wearing it, and I'm like, fuck, I'm still taking a lot of damage. Like, something's gonna just one-shot me. Which, you know, one-shots aren't the problem on their own, but like, I'm wearing heavy armor here, come on. Good to know. I'll switch out for light armor then at the moment, so I get that movement speed. Mouse is...
Stand down or die.
It's better. No, stop it, mouse. Stop it. Ugh. Work. It's better. Jesus Christ. I think we're pretty well balanced actually right now. I think we have good amount of damage, good amount of survivability. We're playing it safe. Not gonna lose hardcore before endgame. Let's hope. And I know some of these endgame bosses would very quickly humble me. Strength, increased percentage mana, which I honestly don't think would do more than flat mana, because we don't have a lot of mana. We have 96. If we remove this, we have, you know, 82. So 5% increase is 4. Even our Rive does quite a lot of damage. In fact, it might do more damage than our Spin to Win, but our Spin to Win is really good for sustaining health, so we like it. Sanctum Bastille. Gotta make sure to apply our points too before we fight what I assume is going to be some boss down here. Search the Sanctum Bastille for the last shard of the Epoch. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a boss here. Let's see, we got 1 point in Rive. What can we do? Oh, we were pushing into Folk Cleaver. And here, let's go with some more fizz damage.
Finally. After so long.
This
Is that you?
oh, I don't know what damage type it's gonna do. We have 51% void resistance, which is pretty bad. It should be okay with the amount of health leech we have. Provided we have something to leech health from, right? We could get shafted. Might be some phases where we have to dodge. And no fight. We'll see. Full Helm of the Turtle, 10 mana, 2 vitality, 16 armor, 5 poison resistance. Well, right now I definitely don't want to replace the Iron Visor with the void resistance. However, this isn't bad. Jade Amulet of Embers, no.
You came back.
plated belt of endurance. No. Spin to survive. That is my pathway to success.
Stand down or die.
Yeah, I feel like I should be trying to highlight some of these magic ones here with decent fortune potential. Try to craft them into good gear. Good if I blocked. That's the thing with, like, I don't know if I do a judgment build one with a one-handed weapon or with a two-handed. I guess we'll discover that. Watch me unlock Judgment and just be like, oh, well, you know what? I like playing Warpath. We're just going to keep playing Warpath. Spin to win. Which I don't mind. You know, if that happens, it is what it is. The end of Ruin. Uh-oh. Ruined era.
Hydra is dead. Horibus is
Uh-oh.
free.
That is some help, sir. Oh no, Shaper beams. That's that Elder. Oh no, it's Shaper. It is the Shaper beam. It just gives me PTSD because it looks so much like Shaper beams. He's at half. Uh-oh. Phase 2. He's fast. That's alright. Got him. Gotcha, bitch. 2 shards in your presence. Resonant with power. Last shard lies ahead. Taking it will reform the Epoch. Reach out to the shard.
After eons alone, 3 again become 1. On the precipice of a broken world, there is hope.
We did it, guys.
The Epoch is reforged. As the traveler left, their real journey began.
End of time. Speak with Elder Gaspar in the upper terrace. The end of time. Okay, let me sell some things first, though. Maybe Gamba a bit. I'm going to sell... most of this. I mean, honestly, I don't think I want to keep any of this. Yeah, it doesn't have legendary potential anyway, so... fuck it. 22,000 GP. It's not bad.
These items might be your best bet.
He doesn't have any good axes. There's some better armor, this full plate armor. Let's try it. Rare Okay.
Excellent choice.
Increased mana, void resistance, necrotic resistance. Honestly? That's really good. That is actually quite good. I don't have any mana shards. We could boost, I think boosting up necrotic would be nice. Boost up the void too. Ooh, and the glyph of hope hit. Nice. Oh, glyph of hope hit twice in a row. Shit, that's really awesome. Plus 34% void resistance, plus 28 necrotic. We will be taking a small hit to our cold and lightning res, but yeah, and without our buff active, we need to keep an eye on that. But our void is maxed, our necrotic is really good too. Throw that in there at the moment. We want to gambit anything else. We could try to aim for a better amulet. This copper amulet would give us lightning res. But I kind of want that attack speed, right?
Not bad.
Okay, that's really good. Increased mana regen, increased physical damage, and dodge rating. We would lose a little bit of mana unless we tried to reroll the mana regen. We can only do it once. Let's try it. Spell damage. Okay, we try it again. Or we craft something into the missing slot. Like some more resistances. Fuck. Right now I don't need this spell damage. That would be great if we had judgment, but we don't. I'm trying it. We do have a chance to screw ourselves over. Void penetration, that does not help either. No. Nope.
You feeling lucky?
Try one more. A magic item.
Not bad.
Spell damage, necrotic resistance, no. Okay, we did get some good new armor though. I'm happy with that. Look at that. 34 void, 28 necrotic.
I believe we have identified when the void began to sweep over the world and who is likely responsible. The year 1005 in the Imperial era.
What do I need to do?
Centuries before the world was ruined, it faced a different threat. The Immortal Empire.
Doesn't sound like they were immortal to me.
They were once human, but their dark magic twisted them into a vile mockery of life. These undead fiends hunted the living at the whim of the Immortal Emperor.
Okay.
We believe that it was his greed for power that unleashed the void upon the world.
What?
Stopping him is our best chance.
Somebody's
at
greed for
changing fate.
power didn't go well for the world.
The Epoch will guide your way. It knows the weavings of fate far better than any of us. Seek out the outcast queen, leader of the living rebels, and show her the Epoch. The rest will be up to you.
I'm ready. Hold on. It will load. And while it's doing that, I can put 2 points in my Paladin, which will do attunement and resistances. What do we got? Belts are okay. Boots. We could use a new relic. Our relic's kind of shit. Maybe I gamba for new relic. They're pretty expensive though, but I'll get more gold.
Gold won't save you, but a blade might.
Shit. Just about to gamba. Outcast camp. Probably gamba here. This camp. Oh, they completely redid this this place visually. Looks good.
Yes? Stay safe. I see. What do you want?
Okay. We have entered the Imperial era. We have quite a bit to do. Man, I feel like they've added more... Am I crazy or have they added more areas to this world? I don't know. We're gonna hold off here for the day and switch over to Pacific Drive, which if you guys haven't been watching that, it's great. I will end that recording.